The top 8 things not to do when starting a business. In this video, I'm going to reveal the top 8 things you must not do when starting a business. How do most businesses fail? They do one of these 8 things. Learn from my mistakes, learn from someone else's mistakes. That way you won't make this mistake and you won't destroy your business. Leave me a comment below. I'd like to hear some mistakes you've seen businesses do. Maybe you've done it or maybe you've seen someone else do it. If you want to start winning in life, in business, you need to become a success. The world can be tough. It will test you. It will make you question yourself. But it has never been easier to be inspired. Connect with the right people, get insider knowledge, overcome all struggles and self-doubt, transform and win bigger than ever. My name is Nick Hill. I've had over 1 billion views to my websites and brands. I've become the master of building online businesses. I did it all from my bedroom. It wasn't always so easy. A few years ago, I was in debt and I questioned if I would ever make it. I fought back and used the knowledge I learned from my mentors to build my online empire. And now I'm doing better than ever. I've created this channel to pass along my secrets. So subscribe now and hit that notification bell so you never miss a thing. It's time to make your dream into a reality. This is winning. All right, before we get into this, if you like what I'm wearing, if you like the video, if you like that the sky is blue and the color of money is green, give me a like, a share, write a comment. I read them all. Anything you can do to get the word out, I would really appreciate it. So let's get right into it. What are the 8 things you should never do when you're starting a business? Mistake number 1, picking the wrong business. Why is this a mistake? Well, a lot of people pick the wrong business. They pick a business that was great 10 years ago, 1 year ago, or a business that was great yesterday. Or even worse, they think they have an amazing idea, and guess what? The rest of the world hates the idea. When you pick the wrong business, business becomes difficult. Making money becomes difficult. Getting customers is difficult. Hiring the right people is difficult. Everything becomes difficult and challenging. So it's very, very important not to pick the wrong business. Mistake number 2, trying out a brand new idea. A lot of businesses want to try out a brand new idea without really thinking about it. They don't do any research, or the entire business is some idea that they made up. If you've made up a new business idea, maybe it will work, maybe it won't. Guess what? Apple did not invent the MP3 player. I believe a South Korean company did. You have to Google that, I forgot. My point in all of this is that when you come up with a business idea, don't do it. Instead, look around, look at what your competitors are doing, look at what's in the market, look at what people are buying. That way you don't have to come up with an idea. You never have to come up with an idea. You can let the market tell you what it wants. And if you have customers already, let your customers tell you what they want. Ask them what they want. Ask them what they want to buy. Ask them what problems they have that you can solve for them. There is no reason to come up with an idea at all. Just look at the market, have the market give you the answer. See, a lot of people come up with an idea and then it flops, and guess what? Your business fails. Sorry, too bad, but you could have avoided it if you don't come up with any ideas. Instead, look out in the world and have the world give you an idea. Mistake number 3, making the best, most perfect plan ever. I've seen lots of entrepreneurs and people who want to start a business. They want to do as much as they can to prepare for when they're in business. They want the perfect business card. They want the perfect website. They want the perfect business plan and perfect product. They spend years or months or even decades thinking about this perfect business plan, this perfect everything. They want to plan and plan and plan, and they spend all their time planning when they should be spending all of their time hustling, taking action, and getting customers for their business. If you spend all your time making the perfect plan, guess what? Your plan could be wrong. Something that you do might not pan out, it might not hit the market the way you want, or your perfect plan could take so long to make that what was working yesterday is not working today. So it's very important not to spend all your time making the perfect plan. This isn't surgery. You don't have one attempt to get it right or the patient is gone. Instead, in business, you can take action, you can modify your action, you can take action again. You can take as many tries as you want, and the faster you take action and the more tries you do it, the better it's going to become. That way, you're not spending all your time making the perfect plan. Instead, you're going and adjusting accordingly. Let the market dictate what you need to do. Let the environment, as things are happening, dictate what's happening. No reason to have the perfect plan. It's better to have a terrible plan and just start going and then make it into the perfect plan. I have this mentality, I guess it's a saying that we use in our business. We always say, draw a stick figure first. Don't paint the Mona Lisa. So there's no reason to paint perfection when you can just do a stick figure. And one of the best things about doing it that way is it's gonna alleviate a lot of pressure. Most people have pressure. They feel a lot of pressure to perform. They feel a lot of pressure to do everything perfectly. Instead, sometimes I tell myself, I'm gonna go do a terrible job. If I tell myself I'm gonna go do a terrible job, guess what? All of a sudden, that thing that I didn't feel like doing becomes easy because I'm not trying to do something perfect. Instead, I'm gonna do a terrible job. Just like if I'm sitting here saying, I need to make the most perfect video on the 8 things not to do. Guess what? I'm probably gonna have to do it 1,000 times, have the perfect plan, psych myself into insanity, and it never gets done. But if I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna do a terrible video about the 8 things not to do, guess what? I'm gonna get it done and it's probably gonna be pretty good. My point in all of this is you don't wanna make the perfect plan. Don't make the perfect plan. Make a bad plan that's kind of right. Start today, and then an hour from now, a day from now, make a modification to that plan as you're going. That way, you're gonna get there. Just like if you were driving somewhere, you're gonna look at the map, you're gonna go, but when a road's closed, when there's a detour, when you need gas, you're gonna do something a little different. So if you spend all your time making the perfect plan, guess what? You're wasting a lot of time. It's better to take action right now. Mistake number 4, trying to figure things out. Guess what? If you're trying to figure things out, you're in trouble. You shouldn't have to figure things out. You should know exactly what to do. So if you don't know what to do, you need to be doing research, not guessing. If you don't know how to build your business, you should be subscribing to this channel. If you need me to teach you more skills on how to grow a business, you should be going to winningwithnick.com. I've done all the hard work for you, and let me give you the answers. Let other businesses give you the answers. Look out into the world and get the answer. If you're trying to figure something out and you don't know what to do, you're probably a step ahead of where you need to be. And you need to back up. You need to figure out what's going on before that. If you're trying to figure it out, you're in trouble. There should be no figuring it out. Really, that just means you don't have the right knowledge yet. You haven't had the person who's already figured out the answer tell you the answer. Just think of it this way. If you're taking a test and you want to get 100%, is it easier to study and figure it out? Or is it easier if I just give you the answer? Someone has already figured everything out. Unless you're inventing some crazy new thing. If you want to go to Mars, you might need to figure it out. But in business, everything is already figured out. How to get customers is figured out. What product to do. Everything is already figured out to some degree. Find out the answer from someone who already knows the answer, and you will get 100%. That way your business does not fail. You just get the answer and then it works. The next mistake, according to my notes, is partner with the wrong person. I've seen this again and again. You go somewhere, you go to a conference, you talk to a friend, you get really excited about a business idea or a project or whatever it is. You're excited about it. So you want to partner with that person to do it. The thing is, a lot of people usually are partnering with that energy. They feel good, they feel inspired. That ends up being the wrong partnership because that person has a lot of the same skills as you do, or it's all about motivation. In business, everything is about execution, doing the right thing at the right time in the right order. If you're gonna partner with someone who is like the complete opposite of you. Maybe they're good at something that you're terrible at, or you're a person who likes to just take action and go. Then it's probably a good idea to partner with someone who wants to plan and plan and plan. That way, if you're over here and they're over here, they're telling the opposite side of the story and you can meet in the middle. Those are the best partnerships I've ever seen that actually last. The ones where people are very much the same, they tend to fizzle out and they don't really work. So don't ever partner with the wrong person just out of excitement. It's probably one of the number one reasons that businesses fail or projects don't get completed, because, oh, I partnered with my friend on this because, oh, you know, it feels good and something silly. Partner with someone who can fill a void that you can't fill, and someone who has a skill that can't be outsourced for a small amount of money. Guess what? A lot of people like to partner with a coder. Guess what? You can hire a coder. Don't partner with someone that you can hire. Instead, partner with someone who is a leader and who has the opposite skills that you have. The next mistake is don't make the wrong product. A lot of businesses fail because they want to make the wrong product. I've seen this time and time again. People make the most elaborate online business, or they write a book, or they create some sort of product, and they spend a lot of money doing this. They spend years doing it sometimes. So I've even met people who have spent millions of dollars and years on doing their online business. You know what? They're not making any money. What are you doing? You're spending a lot of time, money, and energy wasting everyone's time, and your business is going to fail. And the only reason it hasn't failed yet is because you're burning through your life savings. Don't make the wrong product. Don't come up with this amazing idea. I've also seen people thinking about starting a business and they're planning this product. By the time they put it out, no one wants to buy it. So what you always want to do is look at the world and look at what people are buying. This is a surefire way to have a successful business. Sell something that's already a success. Sell something that people already want. Because if you're coming up with the next best, greatest idea, I'll say it, you're either going to be a millionaire instantly, or you're going to go broke because no one wants that product. So I would recommend that you sell something that is already a proven winner. If you're number 2 or number 3 or number 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or number 10 in an industry and you're making money, guess what? You're in business because you're making money. If you're coming up with an idea, you're either going to shoot to the moon or you're going to fail. So if you want guaranteed success, don't start the wrong product. Don't come up with that idea. Instead, start small or start by cloning something that's already working. Look into the world, have the world give you that answer. The next biggest mistake that I see most people do is they give up too soon. See, when you haven't had success, you don't believe that success is possible for you. But if you look into the world and you go, hey, people are buying pizza. If I create a pizza store, then you know people are going to buy it. But a lot of people who start a business never have had the success of watching their bank account fill with money from their successful business. So they'll work and they'll work and they'll work almost at the goal line, and they don't realize it. And they've been working so hard, they think they'll never get there. So one of the most important things you can possibly have is the belief that you will get there. Because as long as you're selling something that people actually want, then you will get there. The problem is most people give up too soon, and that's the reason they never have success. They think that business idea won't work. They jump to another business idea and they have to start all the way over at ground zero. So don't ever give up too soon, because you might be a lot closer to getting the results you want than you think. Finally, the biggest mistake I've ever seen. The biggest mistake I've ever seen is that a lot of people operate with yesterday's news. What do I mean by that? The world is changing faster than ever. Things that used to work, things that worked last year, don't work today. Just like if you used to be in business, you wanted the best location in the town. or you wanted to have the best listing in the phone book. Guess what? Phone books, I don't think they exist anymore. So what's my point in all of this? When you're operating under yesterday's news, you're operating for a world that doesn't exist. And in business, if you operate for a world that doesn't exist anymore, you're gonna go bankrupt, your business isn't gonna work, you're gonna go out of business. And that's why, like for instance, you should subscribe to this channel. Right now, subscribe and hit the notification so you get the notifications, because I'm gonna update you with the latest business advice, because I'm in business, I'm doing business right now, and I'm gonna tell you the things that are working right now. If you're buying a business book or listening to some old business advice from 10 years ago, guess what? It's not going to be applicable to what's happening today. If you want to focus on having a successful business, you need to know the principles that are working right now. 10 years ago, no one was really on the internet with their mobile phones. Now it's like everyone's on the phone. So if your website is not optimized for a phone, you're in trouble. What's my point in all of this? My point is that the world is changing so fast that a lot of people think that the advice that they got yesterday will help them today. If you think the advice that you got yesterday is going to help you today, you're going to go out of business. Your business is going to fail because things are changing so quickly. You need to stay up on the latest news, the latest thing that's working right now. So the biggest mistake I see a lot of people do is they think they know they've got it figured out. And guess what? If you got it figured out today, what's working today is not going to work tomorrow. So you need to evolve or you're going to go out of business or be put out of business. To summarize, don't pick the wrong business. Try a brand new business idea. Try to make the perfect plan. Try to figure it out. Partner with the wrong person. Start the wrong product. Don't give up too soon and don't operate on yesterday's news. I hope you liked the video so far. Please comment below and tell me some mistakes that have held you back from achieving the success that you wanted. Or tell me some mistakes that you've seen other businesses make. Anything you want to do there, I'd really appreciate just learning where you're at. And subscribe to this channel because I'm going to be giving you more great advice. That's it. I hope you liked it. I'll see you in the next video.